that has been a great agent into the formation, or you can call it science, innovation, teaching and publication. I am Jemeo Nachiranda and I welcome you to the Education Forum Show, where we delve into developments and trends in the education sector. Well, I am joined and privileged to be seated with a professor who is going to take us through the transformation, of course, of science in the country and so much more that we shall find out about. How are you, Professor?
I'm fine, thank you.
You're very welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So, Professor, of course, we've heard that you're a legendary man. And one or two things. So tell us more about yourself. I mean, your rich background, and of course, we're looking at your career path. Tell us more.
But it's quite long. I'm going to manage that in the interview.
Okay, tell us more about yourself.
About myself? Yes. Should I start at university level?
You can start wherever you want to start from.
Yes, I'm a graduate of Makerere University. I think at that time we graduated. Makerere University College was part of the University of East Africa. Yes. With the University College of Nairobi and University College of Dar es Salaam. These three comprise the University of East Africa. So in 1970, when I graduated, that was the end of the University of East Africa.
Okay.
Then the branches split into individual universities. Yes, so that's from there. I went to Canada, where I did my doctorate degree. In 71, that's when I went to Canada. Okay. But then at that time, we remember that Uganda's political situation was not very stable. So I stayed in Canada for about 6 years. Then from there, I couldn't come back to Uganda because of the situation prevailing.
The
political situation was unstable. I went to Southern Africa, University of Zambia, where I taught for 25 years. Yeah. Then I went to University of Namibia, where I taught for 17 years. I was also Dean, Faculty of Science, for 8 years. Wow. Yes, but in between I was visiting other universities, like University of Sussex, was an African Foundation Fellow. There was also University of Michigan Ann Arbor, was a visiting scholar. Then University of Witwatersrand, where I was a visiting professor. And then, then from there, I retired for some time, few years, then I came back to Uganda.
So you decided to come back to your motherland?
Yes, yes, I came here. Yeah. I've been here about 7 years. Okay. Yeah, but I was down in Southern Africa.
Oh, that is very wonderful. So I understand that you have a deep issue with chemistry, and of course you studied a Bachelor of Science in Chemistry, right? So when it comes to chemistry in Uganda, how is it so far for you? I mean, how do you see it? Do you think that they are leaving the legacy you went through, or do we still lag behind a bit when it comes to chemistry?
I have not interacted with many Ugandan universities, but I know that they have very good universities. Many universities in Uganda, I understand, but over 40 or 50 universities. Yes. So there is education at university is accessible to many students. But the standard, that one I'm not very sure. Yeah. But I have interacted with some colleagues, a few colleagues from Makerere. The standard is quite good, it's still quite good. Yes. So, but they have not been able to have the background regarding cluster theory, which is a new knowledge of 21st century, which is being exposed not only to Uganda, but all countries worldwide.
You've mentioned cluster theory. I'm sure the audience out there doesn't know exactly what you're really talking about.
That's right.
Yes. So yes. Can you really break it down for them?
Yes. I think that in order to break it down is to show you how the world has received it. Okay. Cluster theory is being sold, the knowledge is being sold in Malawi, and I'm talking now African countries. Malawi, in Egypt. Did I mention Uganda?
Not yet.
Uganda is here.
Okay.
Is also in Uganda, including online.
Yeah.
Now let's move outside. This is Canada.
Canada.
This is just selecting a few.
Okay. Yeah.
Out of more than 180 countries. The knowledge has gone to more than 180 countries. But I'm just giving a few.
Okay.
Nepal. You've not heard of Nepal?
Yes, I have.
What about Austria?
Austria.
Huh?
Cities and towns.
And different currencies. Eh?
Yeah.
This is Indonesia. Huh? So Ugandan flag is in Indonesia. You think of it as a Ugandan flag. So Ugandan flag is in Lebanon, of Crasa theory. We have Mozambique in Africa. We have Chad.
That's Africa.
The flag is flying. We have the Republic of Congo. Then here in Africa, we have Burundi. We have Saudi Arabia, selling in Saudi Arabian currency. We have Ethiopia. So Ugandan flag is in Ethiopian capital of Crasa theory. Uganda again. Philippines. You know where Philippines is?
Yeah.
Sending it. Philippines, the flag is flying there. In South Africa, you know that what the currency in South Africa? Rand? It's the rands, selling in rands. In Germany, Germany. This is another German again. In Czech Republic, that's in Czech Republic, selling in their currency. In Sweden, do you know the currency in Sweden? Krona. So have Krona, there is Ugandan knowledge being sold in Krona. All these books, companies are making money from Ugandan knowledge in Krona. This is in Germany again. That's the one. This is in Sweden, again Krona. So this is just an example of a few countries where this knowledge has spread. So the question is why? Why has it gone?
Yeah.
Means the people are seeing, the companies are seeing value within the knowledge that has been discovered. And being sold in so many currencies. And the knowledge, here there is a summary, another book called the Book Finder. It tells you the new books being sold. For example, here it tells you 1 out of 50 of 562 books being on the market selling. Here it tells you used books. How many? 1 of 50 of
198.
98. Say roughly 200.
Yeah.
Being resold.
So that means that this has really gone broad enough for people to be exposed.
That's right, that's right. Because the knowledge itself explains the compounds, chemical compounds. The chemical compounds, when you go into a laboratory, when you're a chemist, you make a compound. This compound on its own has no meaning.
Yeah, when it's on its own.
On its own. So you need to know how are these atoms shaped? How do they combine? How many chemical bonds are within this formula? The chemical bonds. Crasa theory can tell you how many chemical bonds, right? So it can tell you also the number of electrons. So we're talking of 3 important parameters or characteristics of a compound. You need to know the formula. Then you need to know to characterize. They call it characterization. Characterization. They do many methods to characterize a compound. They do testing, like infrared machines. They do UV measurement. They do what they call infrared. They do what they call mass spectroscopy. They also call UV. So many techniques. And then finally X-ray, like the way you go to X-ray, they take a picture to see how the atoms are arranged. Now, these methods in between to characterize, to reach how it is shaped by X-ray, crystal theory can bypass all these to go to the shape of X-ray. So you don't need to do infrared. You don't need to do NMR. You just use the numbers in a few minutes. You know how this shape is likely to be. So you bypass. Do you know to bypass?
Yes.
You bypass.
Bypass a lot of things to reach the end.
To reach the end. So crystal theory helps you to bypass. So you save money, you save time. And that's why it is spread all over the world.
All over the world.
I think that's extremely important. To know the compounds which have not been known before, which science had difficulties, compounds like boranes, compounds like the shape of the hydrocarbons, compounds like the carbonyls, metals combined with carbon monoxide. Like gold, you have gold in Uganda. You can make gold in compounds that are not fully understood. You can explain all those. They're what they call zinc ions. So a number of compounds which are not well understood with crystal theory now can be understood. We can explain them, each one of them. Even calculate the number of bones. If they tell you a chemical like water, water, Americans say water, H2O. I'm sure you remember H2O. It has 2 bonds, isn't it? Oxygen connected to 2 hydrogens. That's 2 chemical bonds. Skeleton numbers can tell you that water will have 2 bonds. Let me give you that, elaborate a little bit on that one. Hydrogen has a skeleton number of 0.5, right? And oxygen has got a skeleton number of 1. So if you have 2 hydrogens and oxygen, 2 hydrogen 0.5 and another hydrogen 0.5, that's 1. Plus oxygen, that is 2. Oxygen has got 1. So 0.5 plus 1, 2. It tells you 2 bonds, eh? So already the skeleton number tells you that water will have 2 bonds. Isn't it? Let me take another compound called ammonia, which is a fertilizer. Ammonia has got nitrogen and 3 hydrogen. So how many bonds? Skeleton number of hydrogen is 0.5. So another hydrogen is 0.5. Another one is 0.5. Nitrogen is 1.5. So you have 1.5 from nitrogen, 0.5 from one hydrogen, 0.5 from another hydrogen, 0.5 from another hydrogen. I don't know whether your mass can reach that level. It's so simple. 1.5 plus 0.5 plus 0.5 plus 0.5, that is 3. So in other words, it is going to have 3 bonds. So ammonia has got. So it makes it easy for telling you how many chemical bonds you have and how many valence electrons you are going to have.
That is the point you've said, that it even saves money.
It saves money. Yes, saves money. Now another important point for future. Crystal theory is going to use to make compounds, and you can make laboratory metals in the laboratory. You can go into laboratory, mix this element, that element, produce copper. You can go in the laboratory, mix this element, mix that element, and produce gold.
Well, Professor, that was very interesting right there. I'm sure some of the people there have enjoyed it. And those that are chemists, or those that went to school for chemistry, they must have grasped 1 or 2. But let's go into a deeper conversation about this. I understand that students come once in a while inside there to take lessons about chemistry. So why do you think that it is important for the students to come once in a while to take these lessons?
This is knowledge of 21st century of its kind. As I mentioned, it is all over the world. It is highly valued and has got major implications for the future, especially regarding explaining all the compounds that have not been explained before, to do the bypass, and then also for making new materials. So this has got a lot of potential for making new materials. I believe that you can even use it to make things like metros in the laboratory, using the same knowledge.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's why it is extremely important.
All right.
Metros and like gold and copper. Can you imagine making them in a laboratory?
Okay.
Yes.
I'll see about that. Anyway, let's take you to see more about what the professor is talking about. We shall be right back. Enjoy.
Greetings, dear viewers. My name is Dr. Emmanuel Tebandeke. I'm a senior lecturer at the Department of Chemistry, Makerere University. I'm the head of the Department of Chemistry, Makerere University. Today, we are here to talk about cluster theory. And there are a number of cluster theories, and the intention of the theories is to explore structure and bonding, reactivity, stability, and application of clusters. Clusters, we are talking about compounds that contain metal-metal bonds, or metal-heteroatom bonds, or metal-ligand bonds. And these are aggregates that range in size from atomic size to the nanoscale.